Why do breath hold records suffer in cold water? Imagine diving into icy water and trying to hold your breath as long as possible. It sounds tough, right? Well, that's because cold water creates some serious hurdles for breath holders. When you're submerged in cold water, your body reacts in ways that make it much harder to stay calm and hold your breath for a long time. First, cold water causes vasoconstriction. That's a fancy word for blood vessels narrowing. This reaction helps your body keep its core temperature steady but also raises your blood pressure and causes your heart to beat faster. These changes make it harder to stay relaxed, which is super important for extending a breath hold. When your blood vessels tighten, your body burns oxygen faster because it's working harder to keep warm. So, you run out of oxygen sooner than you would in warmer water. Next, cold water triggers what's called the cold shock response. This is an automatic reflex that makes you gasp and breathe rapidly. It's your body's way of trying to warm up and protect itself. But this sudden rush of breathing disrupts your calm state and can even cause panic or hyperventilation. Both of these make it harder to hold your breath because they increase oxygen consumption and shorten your time underwater. Another factor is your body's increased metabolic rate in cold water. To stay warm, your body speeds up its processes, which uses up oxygen faster. This means your tissues deplete their oxygen supply more quickly, cutting your breath hold time short. When it comes to world records, these effects are clear. Freedivers who attempt records in cold water, like under ice, usually hold their breath for less time than those in warm water. Records in warm water can go beyond 20 minutes with oxygen assistance, but in cold water, the best efforts often last around 6 minutes or less. There's also a mental challenge. Cold water makes it harder to stay relaxed and focused. The discomfort and stress of being in freezing water can make it tough to maintain the calm needed for a long breath hold. Elite freedivers train to get used to cold water by gradually exposing themselves to colder environments and practicing controlled breathing. They learn techniques to manage the cold shock response and stay calm longer. Still, even with training, the cold environment puts a hard limit on how long they can hold their breath. So, in the end, cold water makes breath holding difficult because it causes blood vessels to narrow, triggers involuntary gasping, speeds up oxygen use, and adds psychological stress. All these factors work together to shorten the duration of breath holds in icy waters compared to warmer environments.